when I tried to get a job, I did try to get a job, I tried to go straight and narrow, try to do the right thing. But every time I did, they'd bring up the school thing. You know what I mean? And that would mess it up for me getting the job. You know what I mean?
Oh, they want a diploma.
Yeah, or GED and shit. Yeah, I ain't got none of that shit, man. Like I didn't think it was important. I didn't. I mean, and now being my age now, man, that's very important. I mean, sometimes I wish I could rewind my life and go back to the first time you know what I mean, and do it right. But I know I can't. All I can do is just move on. I'm Carlos Anthony Rodriguez. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, born and raised, and all my life I've been around drugs. I mean, I'm 3 or 4 years old, walking into my living room, watching my mom smoke crack. You know what I mean? My uncles getting all cracked out. I grew up around all that shit. And I mean, it wasn't good, because I started smoking weed when I was about 9 years old. I'd steal the weed from my mom, you know what I mean? And take it to school. And I basically would make other motherfuckers get high with me. I would tell them, you're going to hit this shit or I'm going to whoop your ass, and that wasn't good, man. I felt bad about that shit, like it's cause I didn't want to get in trouble by myself. You know what I mean? And, like all my whole, like from when I was about 9 to like 13, that's nothing but bud, smoking every day, smoking weed. And shit, I was only in 5th grade. You know what I mean? I mean, that wasn't good. I was selling bud already, and by the time I was in high school, I was already, I was selling coke, you know, and first time I got busted, um, I got busted in the lever gym at Pueblo High School. You know, I had monitors and cops run at me, tackling me. I had an ounce of coke on me. You know what I mean? I mean, that was the first time I went to juvie. I was 15, 16, and already doing the damn thing. Not proud of it, but you know, I had to make money. Because I was trying to get the hell out of my mom's house. Because she was no good. All she did was drink every day, do coke every day. I mean, shit, I was smoking crack with my mom when I was 16. You know what I mean? I mean, who does that? And like,
How'd that make you feel, like, inside? Did you know, like, it sounds like it was a lifestyle,
I thought it was
like a way of life. Did you know, like, did it feel wrong at all? Or
no,
just
man.
how it was?
I thought, like, because my mom wasn't. She never would get mad if when I got caught, at school or got caught, outside, at other places. I mean, the cops would bring me home and she would give me a beer. You know what I mean? And tell me, just don't do that shit. Just stay here. And she wouldn't get mad or nothing. So I thought, I thought it was cool. I mean, I didn't think that I was never in trouble because she didn't care. So I thought it was a way of life. I thought other kids were going through the same shit I was going through, but really they weren't. I mean,
Do you have did you ever have a relationship with your father,
my father,
with your dad?
my dad died when I was 11 years old,
Yep.
and when he died, he died of cirrhosis of the liver. He was a drunk.
Yeah.
He drank every day from when I was young, when I was like two to I was 11, because he died in 1985. He was only 31 years old, and he was young. I mean, I outlived my dad. I'm 50. I outlived him 20 years. You know what I mean? 21 years I've outlived him. And that's
Sorry.
another reason why that's one thing I don't do. I don't drink. Cause I got to watch my dad die slowly. You know, that alcohol ate him up from the inside out. Slowly. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah.
You know,
Sorry you had to go through that, bro.
it was, I
What's
mean,
the furthest you went in school?
um, when I did go to school, um, probably I got all the way to 11th grade. You know what I mean? I tried, you know, but school wasn't for me, you know, cause I basically was like, how's this shit gonna, how's this shit gonna, you know, what is it gonna do for me when, making money, you
Yeah,
know?
I
I
understand.
thought, you know, like,
I understand because you were dealing like with real life situations, you know.
yeah,
So I'm
you
sure
know,
like school was the last thing on your mind.
and for me, it was like, what the hell is math and social studies gonna help me do when I get older to make money? Not a damn thing. You know, that's what I thought. Like, I thought it was full of shit. And I mean, I know I was wrong. I could say I was wrong, you know, and I was wrong, you know. I'm a man about it, you know. I was,
So are you homeless right now?
yeah.
Yeah. How long you been homeless?
Um, since 2009, 2019,
Okay.
you know,
And so in between, like from like your junior year all the way up until 2019, how did life look like?
um,
You don't have to detail like year by year, but like overall
it was
running
it was
around.
hard, man.
Yeah.
It was hard, P. I mean, you know, like every day, school always. Uh, uh, when I tried to get a job, you know, I did try to get a job. You know, I tried to go straight and narrow. You know, try to do the right thing. But every time I did, they'd bring up the school thing. You know what I mean? And that would mess it up for me getting the job. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
they want a diploma.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
or GED and shit.
GD.
And I ain't got none of that shit, man. You know, like I didn't think it was important. I didn't. And now being my age now, man, that shit's that's very important. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, shit. Sometimes I wish I could rewind. You know, rewind my life and go back to the first time I fucked up. You know what I mean? And do it right. But you know, I know I can't. All I can do is just move on
Yeah.
and just live. You
And
know?
where were you staying at like in 2019, like
Oh,
before you were homeless?
2019. Uh, I was in the tunnels over here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um,
So what caused you?
I had just gotten out of prison,
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know. But when I got out of prison, I had a job. I was working at Burger King. You know what I mean? When I got out, uh, like I got out October 24th, um, 2019, and I was already working October 25th, 2019.
Yeah, got a
You
job
know what I
quick, huh?
mean?
Wow.
I got that job right after I got out, man. It felt good too, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, I made it through parole, you know, and then I met a girl that I was with for 5 years after that, Michelle, you know. Um, and within that time, this is what has me still out here. Um, my son Anthony, he was he was 19. Um, I was out here in the tunnel with my girl, and my mom called me telling me, hurry up and get your ass to your nieces. Your son's ODing.
Oh my god.
That's that's when COVID started, you know. And my son, you know, he wasn't a drug addict. He smoked weed. That's about it. So, you know, he was working at a landscaping place,
Yeah.
and he got hurt.
Just tried it that one time.
And
Wait for this person to walk by.
And so going to the hospital, he went to his apartment complex asking somebody if they had Percocets. And instead of giving him Percocets, they gave him a blue. And 3 hours later, he was ODing. By the time I even got to his place, he was already dead. The the blue, it it blew a blood vessel in his brain. So he bled out every orifice in his body. His mouth, his nose, his ears, his eyes, his ass.
Yeah,
And
that's a really common thing. People think they're getting like one thing and they're getting another. And
that fucked me up.
like I was
My,
telling you, man, I got out of rehab in 2019. That's when I started hearing about stuff like that. Scary though. Scary, bro.
and
So sorry.
I mean that right there, you know, after that, um, I didn't really give a shit what happened to me.
I understand.
You know, my son was gone. He had just had a daughter who she turned a year old, and then he died. So he's not gonna be able to see that little girl grow up like I saw him watch him grow up. You know, and that got me. I just I just said fuck life.
Yeah.
Why you know the girl I was with, Michelle, she was getting mad at me because I wasn't going out looking for a job. And why? For what? You know?
I understand, dog. So
Didn't matter anymore.
as far as today, like what is your main drug of choice right now? What is your main drug of choice right now? Like today?
My main drug of choice right now is the fentanyl.
The blues?
The blues.
Okay.
I mean, cause, um, I mean, if I don't smoke, I get sick. So basically, I'm running around all day trying to make money so I don't get sick.
To stay well, huh?
Trying to stay well, you know?
Yep.
And
Been there.
that shit's getting old. I'm tired of it.
That becomes the whole lifestyle, huh? That's every day, huh?
Every day, man. And it sucks. Cause you're basically, I'm a slave to this shit. You know? It's got me and you know, really nothing I can do unless I try to go to rehab.
Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Do you have access? Okay. Yeah, that was the only way I was able to go to rehab. Went to CBI and they got me to treatment for 4 months. And been straight ever since. You know, like it saved me from myself because I was doing whatever it takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these past couple of days I've been out here. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do. You know, am I gonna keep on doing this shit till it kills me? I don't want to die like this. I don't.
No, I don't want you to either, bro. I just met you and I don't want that for you. Your grandbaby needs you, dog.
Yeah.
You know where CBI is? Yeah. It's open
I've been
24
thinking
hours a day.
about. You know, I've been telling all my homies out here. Yeah, man. Thinking about cutting out. You know, turning myself in, getting clean. I have to. You know. At least I want to be clean part of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been getting high my whole life. I'm
What
50.
did what did they say when you told them that?
And nothing there.
Did they respect it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's open 24 hours a day, and just tell them you need help, man. Like whenever you're ready, whenever that time comes, because that's the only way we're gonna make it change is when we want it. So I understand, been there too, bro.
Well, I'm gonna need help. So if you can give me your card, I can call you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? When I'm ready.
Yeah. I live down the street, so I'll be able to pick you up any time of the day, and then we'll get you there. Even if you have questions before then, you could always call me. Last question: if any like family or friends see this video, do you want to say anything to them, like any messages or anything?
Yeah. I just want to say that I'm sorry that I've been fucking up all these years. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. And I love you guys. And I'm gonna get better. And that's a promise. And I'm making that promise to myself, not to nobody else but me. Because at the end of the day, it's me that's gonna be going through this shit, and I need to do it.
I'll be here for you, bro. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your story.
Yeah. No problem.